Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 6619 in Candy Crush Saga. And if you find these videos helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. So let's take a look at this. We've got another legendary level, so it's going to be tough. I'm preparing myself for that right now. Although sometimes I get stuck on those easy levels for longer than I get stuck on a legendary, so... we've got 24 moves to clear out 126 jelly and collect a baby Goomy dragon. Here's the dragon. Some of you may have like a cherry or something like that. Doesn't matter. It's the same thing. It's an ingredient collection. We have to get this down to here through 5 layers of frosting and a licorice lock. And then remember, there's going to be probably 2 layers of jelly under that. Oh my goodness. And we also have licorice coming down, so that's not going to be good. So do I work here directly or do I start with this? And what about these guys? These are candy coated. This will take out 1 layer of candy coat, but this is 2 layers. So I'd need to strike these probably with a stripe each. But if I strike this with a stripe and then with another stripe, it gets taken away. And that's more likely because this column is open and this column isn't. Oh my goodness, what do I do? So do I just choose a side and keep trying to work on it and open things up? Or do I choose this side specifically because I want to get to these? I think before I do this, and this looks fairly well insulated, if I make moves over here, it's not likely to disturb this. I'm going to go ahead and start doing this and try to knock this down until I can't. Then I'm going to do this. That'll take off the layer of licorice lock, so that's good. It also brings down licorice. And these are still blocked, and when I take out licorice on a turn, no new licorice can form, but then eventually I get to the point where I don't have any licorice to take out. Oh man, this is rough. Okay, so I'm going to try to knock this back as much as I can. Clear this out. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that stripe to get the licorice out of the way. And then I'm punching through here. Now, I haven't even been able to open this, and this was part of my strategy. I do have moves over here I could take, and they're not bad moves. But I also do like the idea of opening one side of the board up as much as possible. It's rough, though. Look at this. I'm not making much against that area. Wow. This is not the successful strategy I need. It's not there yet. I'm going to take out all blue. So we've got this sliding down. Oh. So I'm thinking I'm not going to worry about the baby dragon because the baby dragon can slide off and get collected here. And if I am able to successfully clear out everything and get to the jelly, then the dragon will really automatically be collected. If not automatically, not far off from automatically be collected. The one thing that I will note, though, is that the dragon can get in my way. So if I can get the dragon collected early, that's nice. But I focused solely on this area and didn't look at other things. I don't know if I'll be able to do better trying a different strategy. Let's look. I've got 53 jelly. So I kind of do like the idea of looking here first before I pull the trigger on this. This side isn't giving me much, but I don't have a whole lot of hope for that right now. And if I do get those, maybe setting one off is a good idea. So let's combine these together. That was nice. Now I'm going to take out a color. Before I do this, should I take out orange? That would help here and here. Should I take out purple? That would help here and here. And take out some licorice. Should I take out blue? Here, here, here. And licorice. So let's do that. Oh man, that licorice wasn't taken out by a direct hit, so it continues to create problems. It looks like we need a direct hit in order to keep it at bay. So now I'm going to do this. Because I don't have anything like a stripe that's going to take these out, so I can't make any progress against these while they're wrapped up. Okay, now I've got that cleared. I've got another color bomb. That's nice. I think I'm going to do this and take out... Ooh, that's nice. That licorice. I can do this and take out licorice. What I can't do is get this over here. And I can't get this and this together. So I'm not liking that. How can I do that? I'm going to play around here a bit more. I'm going to keep doing this because it's helping me also to take out that licorice. If this purple weren't in the way, this move would be great. I'm going to play around with this. Nope, that didn't work. All right, so we do this. We do a bit of that. Take out that licorice. No, I've lost sight of things. Here we go. This is a bit better. I'm at least cutting through here. This isn't working at all. At all. So do I take out green? Do I take out purple? Or do I take out blue? Blue would take out 1, 2, 3 things here. Nothing really there. Nothing there. I'm not worried about the jelly. I'm worried about the blockers. Purple would take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And maybe a licorice, even though it's not a direct hit. Green would take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And licorice. I think green is the way to go here. So we're going to take that out. Yeah, it just doesn't remove that licorice. Now, oh, I've got an idea for a strategy. I've got an idea for a strategy. What if I try to leave these guys in place? I try to work lower on this frosting. Because if I leave these guys capped, they can't give me any licorice, right? It's going to be hard to keep them capped. I'm not going to be able to do it forever. And, you know, I might get it coming from one side instead of the other. Like right now, I'm going to go ahead and open it up, but I'm also going to take out a color bomb. And that's going to have an influence on the board. But it was kind of nice to be able to work without that problem presenting itself. Now I can, you know, make a color bomb, make a wrapped. It doesn't really help much, does it? I'm probably better off doing, you know, just something like this, which takes out another frosting. I don't know. All right, so that was better. That was 35. Now let's try this again with this new strategy that I have in mind. The new strategy protects these. So I'm going to do this and hope that I don't get cascading that knocks that out. I need to protect that area. There we go. Now what I want to do is take out a layer. Remember, it's going to remove a layer of all of the stuff that I'm trying to protect. But if I can work without that in my way, oh, at least for a little bit, then I got a little bit of extra work done there. All right, I think that's the strategy I need to employ. Wow, lousy moves. Even if it doesn't always work out. So now that it's coming out this side, I'm actually going to change my strategy and come over here and try to work this part of the board so I don't have licorice to deal with. It's small movements, though. That is a problem. But here, here, now I've got a combo. Unfortunately, what I'd like to do is take out some of this green before I set things off because of the licorice. The licorice is in the way. I want to try to clear out the licorice first before I make this move so that the green has better access to all the places where I need it to go. Look what happened. Now I get to do this. Yeah, I think this is the strategy I need to employ. Even if I didn't get, terribly closer this time round as opposed to the last round. I also had a few moves that were just kind of awful. I think that's the strategy. All right, so that's what I'm going to go by now. I'm going to pause, come back with a new board. I'll have the microphone turned off initially. If I solve this, I'll come back through and narrate everything for you. If this strategy doesn't prove to be fruitful, I may look for a different strategy. Or if it doesn't prove to be enough, I might look for a companion strategy. Now, what else can I do to improve? That's what I want to do. I want to have an evolution when I'm playing this game on each of these levels to see what the problems are and how I can address them. So, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so starting with that same path of trying to clear this area out and keep the upper areas intact. And if I can't do anything else, that's when I deploy these guys. And I open this up and I look for opportunities maybe to strike those color bombs below. So I want to stay over on this side if I can. That's not a bad choice, but I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to try to carve a hole out of that center, and there we can get some cascading. Oh, but now we've opened everything up. That's what happens with cascading. So I'm trying to take that out. I could switch over to the other side, but I've got some fairly decent moves here, and what if I can get a combo? So that's what I'm looking at. Oh, look at that combo, and that's pretty good, but oh, I can get a wrapped. Okay, and I don't want to lose this, but I want even more purple over here. I know that was a bit dangerous. I better go ahead and take this right now. And that's going to go so far to clearing things out. And once we clear things out, we're more likely to get those types of things to happen. Oops, one of those color bombs is going to be taken out. So that's no longer available. I've got this guy. Can I set him up with a special? I've already got him collected. That's not an issue. I just have jelly. I'm going to hold off a bit. It's really a struggle knowing when to pull the trigger on that color bomb. Okay, that's a good move. So I'm going to go ahead and take that look at that. We're going to clear out that stem. We've got some licorice on the board that's in our way. I still think this is a really good move, but I've got to use that color bomb at some point. Do I take out purple, orange, green? Do I just pull the trigger on this? If I take out green, I think that'll help a lot and it'll bring the blue together. Oh, not as much as I had hoped. But I still have some good moves here, and I only have 2 jelly, and I've got wrapped candies. One turn here. But I'm going to try to bring the wrapped candy down low. There we go. That did it. Okay, so very tricky, very difficult, but the strategy that I employed, even though I didn't get that second set of color bombs to take off, I didn't even use one of those color bombs. Still, it's achievable, especially if you can manipulate the board to get a nice color bomb wrapped combo. That has a significant value. All told, though, it took between 30 and 35 tries to get that one done. Not as long as some of the the legendary levels take me, but I was still getting a bit frustrated. It still took some perseverance, so that's important. Persevere until you get the luck. Capitalize on the luck by making the best choices you can. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. If you have any additional or different strategies,